You got your blood work back, and there it was. A1C 5.9. Maybe the nurse said you were a little high. Maybe nobody said anything at all, and now you're sitting there wondering the only question that matters. Am I pre-diabetic, or am I fine? I'm going to give you the honest answer in the next 5 minutes. Not the scary version, not the hand-waving version, the real one. What 5.9 actually means, whether you should worry, and exactly what moves that number, because this is one of the most movable numbers in all of your blood work. First, what this number even is, because almost nobody explains it. Your A1C is not a snapshot of today. It is an average of the last 3 months or so. It works by measuring how much sugar has quietly attached itself to your red blood cells. And since those cells live about 3 months, the number reflects that whole stretch of time. So a 5.9 is not one bad morning or one big dinner. It is your blood sugar telling you where it has been sitting on average day and night for the last several months. So here's exactly where 5.9 falls, no sugarcoating. The general reference guidelines use looks like this. Under 5.7 is considered normal. 5.7 to 6.4 is the pre-diabetes range. And 6.5 or higher is where diabetes gets diagnosed. 5.9 sits inside that middle band. It is 0.2 of a point into the pre-diabetes range, and it is still 0.6 of a point below the diabetes line. In plain terms, it is a low pre-diabetes number. That estimated average works out to blood sugar sitting around 123 day and night. So, pre-diabetic or fine? Here is the honest answer. Technically, by the numbers, 5.9 is in the pre-diabetes range. But I want you to hear what that word actually means, because it is not a diagnosis of diabetes, and it is not damage that is done. Pre-diabetes is a warning light, not a wreck. It is your body raising its hand early, while you still have every lever to pull. And 5.9 specifically is near the bottom of that range, a long way from the diabetes line. So the truthful answer is this. You're not fine in the sense of ignore it, but you're absolutely fine in the sense of you caught this early, and it is very fixable. Now, the one thing your A1C cannot tell you, and it is important, it is an average, and averages hide the swings. 2 people can both show 5.9. One of them stays fairly level all day. The other spikes hard after every meal and dips in between, and those ups and downs average out to the exact same tidy number. The average is the same, but the second person is under a lot more strain. So 5.9 is a useful headline, but it does not show you your spikes. That is why what you actually eat and how your body responds to it matters more than this one number alone. Here is the good news I promised, and it is real. Because A1C is an average, when you lower your everyday blood sugar, this number follows. And the levers are simple. Move your body a little after you eat. Even a 10-minute walk pulls sugar out of your blood. Build your plate around protein, vegetables, and fiber, and eat your carbs later in the meal instead of first. Cut the liquid sugar, the sodas, and the juices, because those spike you fastest. None of that is a crash diet. It is a handful of small habits, repeated, and a low pre-diabetes number like 5.9 often responds within a few months. So what do you do now? Do not panic, and do not wait a year to look again either. A common rhythm is to make your changes and recheck your A1C in about 3 months, since that is the window this test reflects. 3 months of small, steady habits is usually enough to see the needle move. And if you want to actually watch it happen instead of waiting for the next lab, you can track your own readings at home in between, so you are not flying blind for 12 weeks. Seeing the number respond is honestly the thing that keeps people going. Now the honest part 1OU. Everything I gave you today is the general reference, not your personal diagnosis. A few things like certain kinds of anemia can nudge an A1C without your blood sugar actually changing. So your own doctor is the one who confirms what your number means for you and sets your target. My job is to make sure you understand what you're looking at. So here's what I would do with a 5.9. Take it seriously, but take it as the early, fixable warning it is. If you want to see what your own week actually looks like, and stop guessing between lab visits, there's a free tool linked below that shows you in plain language. No card, no account. Go see your own numbers, and I will see you in the next one.